Do you ever feel like manifestation is just another thing on your to-do list that you don't have time for? Like your spiritual practice is something that you have to do? Honestly, you're not alone because I felt that way too. Something that's really changed my relationship with manifestation is blending it into my lifestyle so that no matter what I'm doing, I'm also manifesting. I call this manifestation as a lifestyle, and it's single handedly made the entire manifestation journey more enjoyable for me. And I've seen my desires show up with a lot more ease. Manifesting as a lifestyle has made manifestation go from feeling like a task to something I just naturally do because it's who I am. If you'd like to learn more about this, I've created a step by step guide for you. I'll link it in my show notes so you can check it out.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Affirmation Addict podcast. Today, I'm going to dive into a super common question I get asked is how can I manifest for others, or can you even do it? So if this is something you're wondering, I know you'll love this episode. You're listening to the Affirmation Addict podcast with Payal Agarwal. This podcast will teach you about the power of affirmations while making manifestation easy and accessible for you in order to enhance your spiritual consciousness. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so excited to dive into today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome back to today's episode. I'm so excited you're here, and I just want to wish you a lot of peace. Just a little precursor. I know things are a little chaotic in our world, so I just wanted to take a moment and know and remind you that I'm sending you a lot of peace. I'm sending you a lot of inner peace and calm, because it can be tough to remind ourselves that we can stay calm. So I just wanted to give you that little reminder. I know whatever you're going through, it's valid. It's not something that you should feel ashamed of. But just remind yourself that you're allowed to give yourself grace, and you're allowed to feel peace even if you are a little bit overwhelmed. So just wanted to drop that in. And if you ever need anything, you can always DM me and I'll try and guide you in the right direction. But back to today's topic, it is something I think I get asked almost daily is, can I manifest for somebody else? And the immediate answer, short form, is yes, but there's a lot of nuances that go into it. And so I'm going to just talk about my understanding of this concept about manifesting for other people and how to do it. I'll give a brief overview, but there are nuances. It doesn't always work. It might not work. However, energy is energy. So we're going to talk about it from the perspective of energy. So, starting off, one of my foundational beliefs is that we're all connected, right? All of our energy is from the same place, and it's just moving in different ways, displayed in different ways. That is all humans, all living beings, all physical things in our world. We're all just energy showing up in different ways. And so, when you are manifesting regular stuff, like for yourself, it is still being affected by the people you're surrounded by, other circumstances in the world. So the energy is always being affected. Your energy and the energy of your manifestations also is impacted by the stuff going on in your world. And so it means that there's so much alignment for something to manifest in your life, meaning I think we also have an impact on other people's energy and manifesting for other people. Now, the first kind of thing I want to disclaim here is I firmly believe in the power of positive intention. I don't think bad intentions can be manifested. I think there is a thing of black magic. I think there are evil eyes. I think all that stuff exists. But for the purpose that you guys are asking me, I mean, I know you guys are my family. I know that your intention is not to wish poorly for people. So I don't believe that wishing poorly for people even works, in my opinion. The reason is because when we wish poorly for somebody else, or you want something bad to happen to someone else, that is you're reminding the universe that you want that to happen to yourself as well. So most of the time when you wish for poorly upon somebody else, you're actually wishing poorly upon yourself as well. So it's just a lose-lose situation. It does not help in any way. That's the first thing I just wanted to clear up, because I really do believe that our energy is impacted for other people around us. Now, secondly, I wanted to go into the fact that why can we manifest for other people? This is completely based off the idea that we are all connected. And if you've ever experienced the fact that you've thought about someone and they called you 5 seconds after, that is just your proof right there there that our energy impacts other people's energy as well. So I really do believe we can help manifest for other people. But the foundation and that nuance right there is I don't think we can manifest for them if they don't want it. I don't think we can help them if they don't want it. And if they don't believe it at a core level, I don't think we can change their life. I don't think we can do things for them until they're ready. I don't think we can like shift their destiny. I do think if you know it's something they want or they're struggling with, you can wish that upon them. And so it's a really simple technique. Honestly, all I do when I'm trying to help somebody else manifest is I will just say an affirmation for them using their name instead of my own. So normally affirmations are structured in the form of like, I feel peace. I would just say the person's name is Pyle. I would say Pyle feels peace. That's all. In terms of saying affirmations for other people and helping other people manifest. Another thing you can do is really imposing your energy and using your energy to look at them with that lens as if they've already manifested something. A lot of the times when people ask me, hey, I want to help someone in my family manifest, or I want to help somebody manifest, it's usually because they're struggling. And I understand because you know all this knowledge, you know how amazing it is. You want to share it with people you care about, but sometimes they might not be ready to hear it, or they might not be physically capable, or whatever it comes down to. You just want to help them. And my biggest piece of advice, if you're trying to help somebody else manifest, is look at them through the lens of the fact that this is already manifested for them. So if you're helping them manifest out of an illness and you're helping them manifest healing, start looking at them and identifying them as someone who is healed. Don't look at them as someone who is sick. Don't feel pity. Instead, look at them as someone who is healing. Empower them through your own thoughts and through your own way of looking at them. Maybe someone you know is going through heartbreak and they're just super sad and heartbroken. Look at them through the lens of they feel loved, they feel confidence, they feel so secure and whole within themselves, rather than looking at them like, oh, poor girl, she's heartbroken or whatever it is. So I think that is a key component is when you're trying to manifest for somebody, your energy and the way you see them makes a difference. So see them through the light of they have manifested this. See them through the light of this has already manifested for them, because I think it makes a really, really big difference. Now, a question kind of off of this is, well, can I manifest for strangers? Can I manifest for somebody in my family? What's the difference? So my tip is to manifest for somebody whose energy that you're comfortable with or familiar with. That is someone you spend a lot of time with, you're close to. It could be friends, family, however it is. I think this works because your energy is already familiar. So it already moves and flows. Manifesting for strangers or people you don't know, I really do believe is possible. I just think it can be more difficult because it is a newer, unfamiliar energy. So you might not be as connected. In some, I really do think it's possible to help manifest for other people. I think it's a really simple process by just saying, any affirmation that you want to impose on them, anything that you wish for them, saying it with their name in front of it. That's the only thing that you really need to do and that you really can do, in addition to looking at them through the lens of love, looking at them as if they have healed, they have grown, they have gotten their job, they have just felt better, because we tend to, especially when it's people we're close to, if they're struggling and we want to help them, we feel that empathy, we feel bad. And that is human of us. That's a beautiful thing to share empathy, but we actually don't realize that we're kind of creating more of that energy for them. And when we're trying to manifest for someone or trying to affirm for somebody that we love, we don't want that. We want them to be out of that. We want them to get out of whatever they've been going through. So that is my little tip for you. If you are trying to affirm or manifest for someone else in your life, listen to this episode and really see where you're coming from. What is your intention? Why are you trying to help them? Do they even want your help? Really double check that, because sometimes we come from a place of we think they want our help, we think they need our help, but we also have to give people space to let them grow on their own journey. We also have to let people figure things out on their own. And I think it's such a hard thing to balance, and there's no way you'll know what's the right thing to do. So use your intuition and try it out. If you're coming from a place of love, that's all that matters. And that's my biggest kind of takeaway I want you to remember is Come from a place of love. Don't worry about whether you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong, how to do it. Come from a place of love and impose love on the people around you, then you will automatically help them through whatever they're going through. Because if you can be a beacon of love, their vibration will automatically raise no matter what. So remember that you are powerful just by that, because by helping other people manifest, that's beautiful, but sometimes our energy starts to deplete. So make sure when you're trying to help somebody manifest, you come at it from a place that you can energetically handle and that you can energetically maintain and you can energetically be full while you're doing it. Because if you're doing it from a place of desperation or a place of kind of urgency, it might not. It might have a reverse effect. So remember that love, compassion, and seeing them as if they've already healed, manifested, gotten their job, or felt more loved, whatever you're wishing for that person you really care about, make sure you start to see them in that lens instead of vice versa. Don't think that just because you're affirming, then they're going to feel that way. Realize that you can inflict and impose that beautiful energy on them just by thinking, just by simply seeing them and choosing to see them in a different light, not seeing them through their current reality, seeing them in their future reality, almost like you're visualizing and you're planning ahead for them, and embody that energy. How would they feel? How would you feel if you saw your loved one feeling better? So, kind of doing that entire visualization process, entire seeing that, embodying those feelings, doing that from a holistic perspective rather than kind of depending on it and putting that forceful energy on it will really help you. So, whoever you're trying to manifest for, whoever you're trying to affirm for, I hope that they heal. I hope that they grow. I hope that they feel more love. And I hope that you feel more love as well. Thank you so, so much for listening to this episode. And I hope you find it helpful. If you have any questions or any feedback, I would love if you posted a review or DM'd me your thoughts. It's so helpful and it helps keep this podcast going. So I really appreciate your time and thank you so much. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye. So, how did you like today's episode? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed recording it. And before you leave, I wanted to just say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for spending some time with me. If this episode or any of my content has ever inspired you, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could leave a review in the iTunes podcast app and just share this with someone you care about. The more you guys leave reviews and share this with people, the more I am able to create more content for you, and that's what fuels me and keeps me going. I'm so genuinely grateful for the time we shared today, and until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and lots of healing energy. Bye!